Lifechanyuan Shina Shin Yisik. Comprehensively absorb new era values. Dayform Buddha, March 20th, 2007. New era value presents us a broad prospect of spiritual and physical world. Staring from Seth, then Oren, The Law of One, Cryon, Wingmakers by Huzi, series articles by Lifechanyuan Buddha, Conversations with God, Disappearance of the Universe, and so on to A Course in Miracles. New era value is an enormous and complicated system. It inherits, protects, and develops almost all wisdoms of sages and saints. The field it spans from science, philosophy, psychology, biology, noology, urinology, parapsychology, pathology, space theory, religion theory, theory of universe creation, and theory of life origin, to the Christ. Lao Tzu, Tao Te Ching, and supreme masters in India, such as Osho, Bhagwan, and Krishnamurti, etc. It was almost all-inclusive and unusual brilliant, laid a good foundation for human beings into a new stage. The human species is changing. The human beings in Lifechanyuan era will not be the same today. It is an inevitability of history and the evolution of human race to eliminate and purify human being who will step from physical state into spirit and soul state. Their survival will not merely depend on material things, rather depend more on energy of spirit and soul. Lifechanyuan consciousness refers to the new era value. What mentioned above are the foundation and organic parts of Lifechanyuan value. Lifechanyuan will link the multitude pearls together by the string of following the path of the greatest creator and make them into one so as to provide a bright way for the progression and development of human society. Comprehensively absorb new era values is a strategy for Lifechanyuan to carry out the policy of all-in-one. By discarding the dregs and selecting the essence, Lifechanyuan will embrace the new era by presenting a harmonious, peaceful, and joyful picture scroll to humankind and fundamentally changing the environment of human life. Network as tremendous energy storage of resources was born for the new era. Its significance and value are far beyond the total value of coal, oil, and mineral resources on Earth, even exceed the amount of energy provided the sun. Make full use of the resources and energy provided by internet is a definite way for new era human beings. Everything should be developed according to the principle of minimum drag. Internet is much more rapid, economical, and convenient than any form of sermon and communication. So, the old pattern for spreading religion, such as writing by hand, will be replaced by the internet. There will be no future for clinging strongly to tradition, and conservativeness will be destroyed by the trend of the times. The only way out is to accept the new era value in order to step into the new era of Lifechanyuan. New era value mainly include: the universe consists of three elements: consciousness, energy, and structure. The whole universe is a great consciousness, and the great consciousness refers to the greatest creator. Every life in universe is a part of the consciousnesses of the greatest creator. Material world is the embodiment of consciousness. An individual world of life is a reflection of self-consciousness. As long as the consciousness exists, the soul will exist forever. The carrier of soul will vary with consciousness. Human beings have infinite creative ability and developmental potentials. Lifetime is just a brief trip for life, and the meaning of life lies in its process. Your destiny is created by yourself, so you should be responsible for it, and stop complaining others. There is no conflict in pursuing of health, richness, freedom, and the promotion of spiritual nature. Humanity should move with nature rather than being oppressed. The core of improving the spiritual nature should focus on deepening the understanding, changing the thinking, perfecting the consciousness, and the non-material structure of life rather than on pursing the wizardry and extrasensory perception. Everything is Zen. Everything is apocalypse. The secrets of the universe and life are hidden in the ever-changing natural phenomenon. The nature of the greatest creator is sex, love, and Tao. Following the principle and theory of sex, love, and Tao is to believe in the greatest creator. The greatest creator and other gods do not bring the soul to trial. 36-dimensional space is the model of the universe which has channels, space tunnel. Past, present, and future are closely linked together through the time tunnel, and all of them can be changed. There is no such a thing which is changeless. The principle of change is the change of consciousness. When consciousness changes, everything will change accordingly. Love is able to purify our heart, perfect the non-material structure of our life and has the quality of angel. So we should learn to love, not only love ourselves, but also love other people and society, the greatest creator, God and Buddha, nature and life. The key to happiness is to offer our love, release our love, always feel gratitude and strive to create. The world we could perceive by sense organs is narrow and small. You should break the shackles, shift into a larger space, open your telegnosis, and see your true nature. New Era value admits telepathy, but do not believe it blindly. Everything should be tested by science, truth, logic, and spiritual nature. In most cases, our soul is in a state of sleeping. The real world we believe is actually a fantasy land. Because of the habitual thinking, we are unable to realize that we are in fantasy land. New Era value requires us to wake up from the dead sleep and enter into a relatively realistic reality, enjoy much freer, comfortable life, and live without fear. All diseases are reflections of the defective spirit and mind. You must make great efforts in consciousness and pay more attention on life structure in order to cure it thoroughly. Qualitative change requires the accumulation of quantitative change. Qualitative change will surely occur if the quantitative change is accumulated to a critical point. This principle is applicable to self-improvement. When self-improvement is accumulated to a certain degree, his life will be alienated, and he will become a celestial, Buddha, or God. While the core of self-improvement is to accumulate merits, the core of self-refinement is to change thinking, make transition from matter thinking to visualize thinking, associative thinking, elusive thinking, hard image thinking, taiji thinking, non-form thinking, and holographic order thinking. In universe, everything is necessity except for one contingency, which is the way how Tao operates. Therefore, please never assume that you are lucky in gaining by fraud, for the result of cheating others and the gods is to cheat yourself. It is the same as by doing harm to others and nature, you will ultimately hurt yourself. The above is a part of the core ideas of New Era value. New Era is coming. It is inevitable. All of those people who don't want to die should come closer to New Era value. All those people who are dreaming of free life and heaven should get their outdated value replaced by the New Era value. The world is developing rapidly. It is time to embark the spaceship, no more the slow carriage. Let's meet in the Lifechanyuan era.